Welcome back to the zoo. Pokemon Fire Red was one of my first video games, and Pokemon Radical Red is my favorite version of Fire Red. Radical Red is the GOAT of Pokemon ROM hacks. It has almost every Pokemon move, item, mechanic, level caps for balance, difficulty raised to competitive levels, buffs to weaker Pokemon and moves, plus everything you need to craft your dream team. Now that I'm doing challenge runs, this game was an obvious choice, but I personally hate Nuzlocks. No, I needed something far more ridiculous and convoluted than a simple Nuzlocke. I've had one particularly stupid challenge in mind for a while. In competitive Pokemon, there is the Species Clause, a rule to prevent you from using multiple copies of the same Pokemon. What if we flipped that? What if we had to use a single species for each battle? Remember, this is Radical Red, baby. Just because you walk into the grass gym doesn't mean it's all grass types. Okay, bad example. It's actually after Erica where the team complexity drastically rises to shore up weaknesses, avoid counters. Could we find a single Pokemon that beats every member of these more competitive teams? I wanted to find out, and I'd like you to join me. But first, for my subscribers who may be thinking, hey, this isn't Joker 3, where's the next Slimes Only video you promised? Well, for the last time, I'm not speaking Japanese, I'm Scottish! Chicken and pork combo, please! That video has hit a minor technical snag which will be resolved. So in the meantime, I wanted to try this. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's begin. This adventure begins like any other, a Pokemon professor recruiting a child soldier to assist them in Pokemon research. So, what are you researching anyways? I'm researching the difference between Pokemon types. I've noticed that a Pokemon's type affects behavior, intelligence, crime rates. No, if this is something about dark types, I'm leaving. Dark types? No, I'm talking about bug type, rock, ice. These types are seriously underdeveloped and need reworks. Well, yeah, I could kind of see that. Oh, damn it, I've been indoctrinated. We, of course, play as Giraffe, and our rival shall be my least favorite animal, Dolphin. I can't argue that, but it still feels wrong to say. We choose Bulbasaur to start the first battle, so let's cover the rules. Rule 1. We may only use a single Pokemon species for every major encounter. So, what is a Pokemon species? With egg groups and the fact that humans could potentially be fucking these things, there is some nuance to its Pokedex number. Each Pokedex number is a unique species. This will still allow us to mix variations like regional forms, the 3 versions of Gourgeist, or Mega Evolutions. 3. A major encounter is a mandatory battle or anything the game considers a mini-boss or optional boss. 4. To keep things interesting, we may only use each species once, limiting our options as we progress, and we must use the same number of Pokemon as our opponent. 6. We will be playing on normal difficulty with no modifiers. I wanted to do minimal grinding, but I'm gonna need those EVs. Finally, 7. In-game cheats and puzzle battles are allowed, since they just save time. Lots of rules, but it's a very silly challenge, and if you're curious how difficult this will be, the Elite Four is a single encounter. We can't switch Pokemon in the middle of it, so if we can even make it there, we'll have to find a single Pokemon to counter the entire Elite Four, but let's focus on getting there. We used Bulbasaur for Dolphin, so we can never use Bulbasaur again. A lot of battles aren't worth covering, so I'll list any used Pokemon up here when relevant. Next are the cheat codes, basically giving us unlimited Master Balls, money, and rare candies. We also get tons of useful items. The sad thing is that because we have to make a new team for every battle, a lot of this convenience is negated. We use Bidoof against the optional Dolphin, just because. Then into Viridian Forest, where I bump into our second rival. Oh hey, you look like a new trainer. I'm Brendan. Hey, I'm Giraffe. Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you! Hey, if you don't mind, let's have a quick battle. Yeah, okay. Brendan has a Corphish and Trico, so we use Wattrel, an electric flying type. Dang, you're good. I'll step it up next time though. Here, take this as a victory gift. See you around. Okay, that was weird as shit, right? He's normal. I don't meet normal people during these challenge runs. He's hiding something. We use Mankey for the Viridian Forest Girl who gives us the Infinite Repel and arrive in Pewter City. The next two fights are a step up in difficulty. First, we have the Flying type gym leader from Johto, Faulkner. Omae no koto nante kantan ni taoshite yaru. Why the fuck is he speaking Spanish? Did I miss something? This fight was bizarrely hard, as his Pokemon have insane type coverage and utility for this point in the game. Knockley pulls through with a single hit point to spare. Hey, it's a little early to be getting this hard, don't you think?
It's never too early.
Ah! The name's hard. Brock hard. And all my Pokemon are rock hard. What an insane way of saying you're the rock-type gym leader. Oh my goodness! Despite the distraction, Brock is easily handled by my beloved Phanpy. Tip for anyone new to Radical Red, Phanpy is one of the best early game mons, basically carries you until Erica. Defeating Brock lets us use Flash in public, and yeah, that tracks. We clear the next route and Mount Moon, but on our way out, Rocket Admin Archer tries to get revenge for his underlings. So you're the twerp who beat my subordinates, you're just a little child, you don't understand the consequences of messing with an organization of this magnitude. I'm gonna have to break your legs. Golbat was probably a bad pick here, but it clutches up, again with the 1 HP. I do not like this precedent. You broke my fucking legs. Oh god, my legs. You gotta call me a doctor if I'm ever gonna walk again. Arriving in Cerulean City, we do the puzzle battle to unlock the move relearner before facing Dolphin again. This battle is trivialized by Pachirisu using Nuzzle, so Dolphin forks over the fast travel item just in time for Nugget Bridge, which is going to cost us 5 Pokemon, including Low Kicks, who I kind of regret using this early, but we got 1,000 of those things, we're not going to run out.
Hey kid, you should join Team Rocket.
Sir, I am already part of an extremist organization. We have to use Ghastly for the Rocket Grunt, but we make it to Bill no problem. And hey Bill, you're a Pokemon researcher. Oak keeps talking about all the differences between types. How do you think the morals and ethics of that work?
Well, I don't think ethnics do no work. I mean, that's their problem, really. If you ain't like me, go hang from a damn tree.
Overt racial prejudice. Impressive, Early.
I thank you kindly.
Certainly.
I need to leave. We take on the next Rocket Grunt to acquire Dig, and a key item, the Ability Pills, which allows us to change a Pokemon's ability on the fly. Now we're ready for Misty. Hey, welcome in! Before the battle, can I try something? Sure? Well, my ace is Starmie, and I had a Psyduck in the anime, so I've been thinking of leaning into the Psychic type more. So hey, stand still, and I'll try reading your mind to see exactly what you're thinking.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Misty presents quite the challenge, but I was confident that Parasect could handle this. I mean, just look at its moves. Spore, Stun Spore, Bullet Seed, Leech Seed, Leech Life, Dig. That's a great counter, and our second badge. Next up, Vermilion City and the SS Hantavirus. We cleared 2 duo battles before bumping into Brendan. Hey again! Looks like we both got 2 badges. Let's have a rematch. Okay. We use Haunter to make quick work of this team. Man, you are something else. Well, here's your prize. See you next time. That guy eats mudkips with a spoon or some shit. There's no way he's that normal. We acquire Cut and make it to Surge. Hey you! Have you ever felt like your brain was just off beat? Like you're 1 inch off of happy? Then I'd like to talk to you about electroshock therapy. I had PTSD from the Sevi Wars, but I was cured through electroshock therapy. Now I do the same for random children. And did your electroshock therapy consist of a car battery and your testicles? Mayhaps. Figures. Surge is a massive surge in difficulty. He is the first major encounter to set a field effect, to have a fully evolved team, and the first Mega Evolution. Our best option is Donphan, who hits them a lot harder than they can hit him. After that, it's a long walk to Celadon, burning a lot of Pokemon, including my own Fursona. Once in Celadon, I go straight for the gym. A man! You shouldn't be here. Let's just battle quickly and then you leave. Okay. I didn't mean to scare anyone. And now I feel kind of bad. Oh, I'm not allowed in here, but your ape sex slave is? I'm not fucking the Rillaboom. Yes, you are! Erica is usually difficult, but she has a silver bullet. Talonflame with Gale Wings. Erica's defeat marks the end of the early game. We now have access to all the evolution stones, ability patches for hidden abilities, and the Eevee training items. Plus the level cap rises to 47, so most things will be fully evolved. This is where you would normally build a proper team, which means the difficulty is all up from here. I do my shopping and take on the Rocket Hideout. Luxray gets us in, but Giovanni has 2 mini-bosses guarding him. One wants to set up Tailwind with Talonflame, so I prevent that with a Fake Out from Persian. The other guard uses Galarian Wheezing with Neutralizing Gas to get rid of Slacking's Truant ability. When I saw that, I thought, that's a great idea! So I made a team of Slackings. Eat shit. We finally meet the man himself, Giovanni. I've got history with this fight. When I first played this game, I was stuck here forever. This was my first truly difficult ROM hack after all. I didn't care about EVs, IVs, base stats, so I just could not get past the Mega Kangaskhan. Perhaps the only reason I got into ROM hacks like this is because Sandaconda exists. Love this thing. I see. So you're the little calzone that's been disrupting our plans. You may have won this time, but hate never wins. One day, man-on-mon marriage will be legal in every region. Man-on-mon? You're pokefuckers? Our community does not appreciate that term, but yes. No, that doesn't make sense. You can't... Wait. Your logo. That's right. It was right in front of us this whole time. Right in front of you. Red Rocket. We will meet again. Our next hurdle is unique. Not a gym, a rival, not a trainer at all. We have to fight a wild Alolan Marowak with an Omni Boost, meaning we only get 1 Pokemon. I screwed up here because I thought we already had Toxic Orb, so I planned to use Poison Heal Gliscor, which would have been easy, but Citrus Berry Gliscor still gets the job done with a bit of luck. We rescue Mr. Fuji and get the Pokeflute, meaning Silphco is open to us, but I want to take on Chuck first. My wife left me. I know, Chuck. I'm so lonely. I know, Chuck. To assert dominance, we take on his team of 6 with a single Fearow. It's just that easy. Now for Silphco. So many floors, so many trainers, and a 3-boss gauntlet at the end. But there's only 1 mandatory fight before the boss gauntlet, so we skip straight there. From this point on, I have to EV train almost every team I make, so just imagine a training montage between every fight. In a previous version of the ROM hack, I beat Dolphin with a single Toxtricity. Might still be possible, but a win's a win. The next fight is kind of infamous. I mean, the game warns you about it. Bet you're surprised to see me walking after what you did, you punk. Archer, it was a light sprain. No, I'm not just gonna forget about it. I'm gonna make an example out of you, send you back to your family in a jar of ragu, and with my mother's secret blend of herbs and spices, you'll taste just as good. A duo battle doesn't sound bad. There's just one problem. Phew, made it in time. Let's do this, buddy. This fucking guy. Brendan makes this fight harder than it should be, but Primeape with Defiant gets the job done. Oh god, Archer, I can't open the lid. I gotta get you under some hot water. Brendan has something normal to do, so we meet Giovanni alone. You again. You're like the last bit of spaghetti sauce I can't scrape out of the pan. It's over, Giovanni. You thought you could threaten the president into passing your agendas, but I'm here to stop you. Maintaining the human male on Pokemon female agenda is our top priority. You can't stop love. Why are you even doing this? None of your Pokemon are fuckable. That's a matter of perspective, really. Giovanni now has a full-on sandstorm team, so I use wall rain to get rid of the sand and tank everything using the leftovers I got from the 2 Snorlax. Wow, what a great battle. You put that liberal New Yorker in his place. It is an honor to meet you, Mr. President. Can I have 1 million Poké Dollars? No, but you can have a Master Ball. I know you've already used the easy catch cheat, so this is worthless to you, but at least it's pretty. Of course, that isn't the real prize. Outside Sabrina's gym, we receive the Mega Ring. Really wish Erica gave you this, but at least we've got it. And since the game just gave us something good, you can expect another uptick in difficulty. We have a lot less freedom in Pokemon choice. From now on, we gotta break out the really busted mons. With that in mind, we go for Sabrina. How could you ever hope to defeat me when I can read your mind to see your next move? Wait, no, that's a bad idea. Oh, you are a sick, sick man. You've seen too much, you have to die. Sabrina uses a genius, elegant trick room strategy, which we simply blitz with Darmanitan. The previous gym leaders can now be rematched. This used to be optional, but now it's mandatory. I decided to take on Misty first. Hey again, I took your advice about the psychic thing. Turns out if I fill my gym with artificial rain, the water type is plenty strong on its own. Isn't that, like, cheating? Maybe it is. Or maybe you should go fuck yourself. Well, I never thought of it that way. Instead of countering her rain, we go along with it by using the incredibly busted Poliwrath with Belly Drum and Swift Swim. Next we'll go for Brock, who's been muted for 30 days after violating community guidelines. He's also cheating with Permanent Sand, so we again go along with it using Sand Rush Cacturn. Freaking 95 base power Needle Arm, get the hell out of here. We'll come back for Surge and Erica. For now, we have 2 choices to get to Fuchsia. On one side, we have a Song of Ice and Fire. On the other, we have the ingredients for Mud. I watched that finale. I choose Mud. I burn a lot of good mons here, including Pikachu, Lilligant, and Ninetales, who all have variant forms. But oh, Fuchsia at last. We now gain access to the Egg Move Tutor. You gotta pass a quiz where you recognize Pokemon cries. Oh, I suck at this stuff. Okay, that sounds like Rhydon. I hate this region. We really need the Safari Zone, but Brendan blocks our path. This is one of the easier rival fights, so we don't want to use anything too good here. Let's just mess around until we can get Rapidash to beat it. Dang, I'm kind of upset about losing that. The Safari Zone didn't have a lot of Hoenn Pokemon either. I'll talk to you later, man. Ooh, and the mask begins to crack. Excellent. After some poaching, we take on the other rematches. Hey, Surge, have you chilled out yet? Have you ever read about learned helplessness? The floor of my gym now shocks me constantly. I fought it at first, but I soon submit to the pain and the euphoria it brings. You are an enemy of Christ, and I have crafted 6 golems to destroy you. Okay, Erica, oh god, are you okay? Rillaboom dumped me. How is he allowed to do that? I think it's funny how many bosses get countered by their own strategy, even their own Pokemon sometimes. Here, a Grassy Seed Hawlucha sweeps Erica, who also has a Grassy Seed Hawlucha. That's all the rematches, so now Koga must fall. What? Nothing to say? No insane personality? No fetish?
I have strep throat. I'm wearing a mask so you don't get sick.
Well, you're the nicest gym leader so far. Shame what I'm about to do to you.
What?
Hitmonlee busted his he in Durin River, so... Yeah, sorry, that's been stuck in my head for months. Finally, we can surf to Cinnabar Island and meet a 3rd rival. Hey! We only meet you once, I'm not doing a whole bit for you. Save it for Emerald Imperium. Fine. May loses to the Otter Squad, so after a run through the mansion, we challenge Blaine, who is guarded by Permanent Sun and multiple mini-bosses.
Look, I don't know who you are, but just take what you want and don't hurt me.
Huh? I just want a gym battle.
We're closed. I locked the door.
I did find the key randomly, but isn't a gym like a public space?
That's enough. Do what you will. Just please don't touch my framed picture on the wall.
Oh, hey, that's you and Mr. Fuji.
You know Fuji?
He gave me this poke flute. I'd say we're buds.
Bro.
Oh, give me some. Yeah. Dang, I didn't know the fire-type gym leader could be chill like that.
Yeah, you know what's up. You just wanted a battle? I got you, little bro.
We used Pelipper to counter the sun, though it wasn't as easy as I was expecting, but with Blaine defeated, we officially enter what I consider the end game. Radical Red isn't pretending anymore. It's just gonna kick us in the teeth every chance it gets. But we've already been using some of the best Pokemon or hard countering every fight. If we're gonna keep up, we need every available option. The remaining Johto gym leaders are scattered across the map as optional bosses. I have to kill them to get cool loot off their bodies, namely the choice items. Instead of getting to do the 8th gym, Brendan drags us to Cerulean Cave for the Team Rocket showdown. He gets his ass beat off screen, leaving us to fight another notorious battle. Or rather, 2 battles back to back. Archer with 4 Pokemon, followed by Ariana with 4 Pokemon, 6v8. I decide to use 3 Blazikins against Archer and 3 Agrons against Ariana. Small note as I am bending the rules here, this is one encounter. I should be using a single species for both fights, so just to be clear, Blaziken could have handled this alone. I just really wanted to use Aggron at some point. I had to use a special attacking Aggron with Surf to beat Ariana's Rhyperior. Like, come on, that's way too funny to pass up. Oh, now you're laughing at us. You think breaking a man is some kind of joke? What are you even feeding those Pokemon of yours? Well, it's gonna be their last meal once the boss gets to you. Truth be told, Archer's right. The final Giovanni battle is brutal. I knew you would come. My alphabet soup told me so. You now stand before the pinnacle of man-on-mon love. Mewtwo is not a full-blooded Pokemon. He's half Mew and half 2. And by 2, I mean my 2 fucking nuts. He's my own abomination test tube baby. With his power, I can legalize anything. I'm not doing any of that. Well, then I hope you have a humiliation kink, because it's about to get real non-consensual in this bitch. Man, can you just leave me alone? This is looking bad, but it can always get worse.
Hey, I'm the champ. Which one of you's the kid, and which one of you's the crime boss?
Oh, it's another partner battle. We're also at a numbers disadvantage as Mewtwo will revive into Mega Mewtwo, making this a 6v7. A true hurdle if ever was there one. But I alone know the answer to this riddle. It's Audino. Audino makes this fight brain dead. Just pop Mega Audino, use Misty Terrain, and that's about it. You can mess around the rest of the fight while tanking damage for Lance, who finishes the fight himself. Way to finally be useful. Okay, this has been fun or whatever, but everyone out. How can this be? My own son turns his back on me. I don't understand. Boss, you know I love ya, but you can't be too surprised. I mean, after you pumped a baby into me, according to fan canon, you never talked to him. Plus you abandoned your Mega Kangaskhan and the half-breed child you had with it. You're just a bad father. You're right. How could I ever advocate for man-on-mon love when this is how I treat the ones I love? I was so focused on my ambitions that I stopped acting like an adult, stopped being a man, and taking accountability. If I want to change the world, I need to be a better example. There's a Michael Jackson song about this. It's Man in the Mirror, boss. It's such a good song. How could you forget about it? I need to listen to that song and reflect on my decisions. Thank you for stopping me, Giraffe. Now, if the champion could find it in his heart to give us a second chance. I don't think he's gonna be champion for long. I'd wish you luck, Giraffe, but I already know you'll succeed at anything you do, because you love your Pokemon in a way I never could. Platonically. Farewell. Don't get all teary-eyed just yet. We still got a league to burn. Before the final gym, I fight an optional boss, the Mudkip Kid, to get the Earthquake TM. And since Giovanni's gone, the final gym leader is Claire from Johto. What funny thing do you have to say, Claire? Please don't hurt me. Come again? I saw what you did to the others. Please, just take the badge and don't hurt me. Oh, Claire, if that were still an option, I wouldn't be here. We counter Claire with one of her own Pokemon, Dragonite. Using a mental herb to set up Dragon Dance against her Aerodactyl, we get a massive advantage for an easy win. Man, that felt so good. Let's go beat all the optional bosses and try and use a bunch of Mega Evolutions because I realize we haven't been using Mega Evolutions at all. But we're killing it anyway. At this point in the game, a bunch of legendaries spawn in, but we can't get a full team of them, so onwards to Victory Road. Oh, Dolphin! Haven't seen you in forever. What have you been doing? What? Why specifically the bones? That's weirdly pragmatic of you. Okay. We use Sandy Shocks for this fight. The first one sets up Sunny Day to give a photosynthesis boost to the others. Dolphin is so mad at this loss, I hear him muttering something about killing his whole team and getting a new one. Certainly just an in-the-moment thing. We flash our many badges to advance, but ho-ho, look who it is. Seems Brendan whipped out the old Game Shark as he comes bearing a Deoxys and Jirachi. These Pokemon are crazy fast, but I prefer to go slow. Bro, who uses Trick Room to turn the tables. Darn. Even with the best Hoenn Pokemon I could find, I couldn't win. It was a great battle, though. GG, Giraffe. Okay, cut the shit. What? You're really not hiding anything. You're just normal? Well, yeah? How? How? It's obvious, isn't it? It's because I'm the only Pokemon protagonist with a father. Wow, that's what this was all about? Wow. Yeah, as a matter of fact, it is. Okay, you know I have a father, right? Not at home. Not at home? He works in a different city. What city? What's the name? Well, I'm 10. I don't know what he does for work. I know what my dad does. Your dad's a gym leader. He has the coolest job. Of course you know what he does. My dad does something normal. Running the store for milk is only normal when they come back, buddy. Fuck you, Brendan. Fuck you, Giraffe. You're still coming to my birthday party, right? Well, yeah, obviously. Good. Fuck you. Fuck you. Hate that guy. Victory Road is home to several more mini-bosses, but they're kinda weak. One gets beaten by a single Ice Cube, one gets beaten by a single Scolipede. I swear a single Slowking could beat this one with the right setup. All this to say, they aren't a big deal. Speaking of not a big deal, the creator of this ROM hack, Supercell, appears for a joke battle, which can be beaten by a single Sandygast of any level. This is it. The Indigo League. Stop! Okay, quick explanation. Every member of the Elite Four has two possible teams. Bruno, Agatha, and Lance change teams randomly, so you can just reload a save and restart the battle until you get the team you want to fight. Plus, they only switch out one or two Pokemon. Lorelei is different. She has two completely different teams, a Rain team and a Hail team. Walking into the Indigo League locks her into one of those teams until you beat the game. So make a save state here, just in case you need to swap her team later. Other than that, what the hell are we gonna do? These are 5 of the hardest battles in the game, featuring the best, the fake, even the unobtainable. Can any Pokemon handle this alone? Funny thing about that, the only reason I committed to this challenge was because I already had the answer. Before doing any of this, I was confident I could handle the Elite Four. So, who was it? What Pokemon could possibly pull off such a ridiculous stunt? Get out of the way. It's Dragapult, one of the most generically amazing Pokemon ever. The speed, the power, the move pool big enough for the Olympics, and it's not even a glass cannon. Dragapult is like a Swiss Army knife. Of course it could handle anything with the right setup. So, yes, we walk into the Elite Four with my team of Dragapults. And we lose. Hard. Like, we couldn't see a path to victory at all. We went with Lorelei's Rain team. Ice Shard is scary and Dragapult gets Thunder. It just makes sense. Bruno took a bit of doing, but he always does. Agatha gets swept by a single Dragapult. No issues. And then there's Lance. He may be a drunk, over-the-hill bum, but the man knows Pokemon. He leads with either Garchomp or Aerodactyl. Both are fine. Dragonite, Mega Salamence, both fine. Melmetal is scary, but Will-O-Wisp and Fire Blast make him fine. Primal Dialga is a fake mon, but not really because it's from a Mystery Dungeon game. Despite its bulk, a Choice Specs Draco Meteor puts it in a range for any other Dragapult to finish. The straw that breaks the dragon's back is Iron Jugulis. This is the anti-Dragapult Pokemon. It has booster energy to let it outspeed us, and Dark Hole to one-shot, so we need Choice Scarf or Focus Sash to get a hit. The flaw with my planning is that Thunder is not a one-shot. This one detail means Iron Jugulis requires too many resources and always leaves us in a bad situation. I went nuts trying to solve this. I even considered using Dragon Tail to get rid of its speed boost, but nothing was working. I started to get heated. There's no way I did all this just to not be able to beat the Elite Four. I had to be missing something. If not Dragapult, then something else. Something bizarre. Unexpected. Maybe the problem is that we were playing fair. We needed a Pokemon that breaks the rules. Get out of the way. Sharpedo. Oh yes, I know what you're thinking. Sharpedo? This Sharpedo? I don't blame you. Sharpedo is an interesting mon. It got screwed over in its home generation by having mediocre special attack, as Water and Dark were always special attacks in Gen 3, so it barely got to use its amazing attack stat, and with this speed and basically no defenses, why would you use it? Even after getting an amazing hidden ability and a decent Mega Evolution, Sharpedo is easy to overlook, but you shouldn't. In Generation 6, Sharpedo picked up the secret ingredient that makes it as powerful as almost any other Pokemon: Destiny Bond. Destiny Bond makes it so that when your Pokemon faints, the Pokemon that knocked it out also faints. Here's the rub. It only lasts one turn, cannot be used 2 turns in a row, it's non-priority, and it doesn't interact well with multi-hit moves. If the first hit of Dual Wing Beat knocks you out, it works. If it's the second hit, it doesn't work. Weird, right? But whatever, lots of Pokemon have Destiny Bond. Who cares? The best case scenario is you trade one of your Pokemon for one of the enemies. That's exactly the point. For Destiny Bond to work, you need to outspeed the enemy, use Destiny Bond, then be knocked out. Sharpedo can use Protect and Speed Boost to outspeed almost anything. Then, its terrible defenses almost guarantee it gets knocked out in a single hit. Sharpedo can use Destiny Bond to trade with almost anything. Sharpedo's playing a different game here. So far, we have had to beat every Pokemon on the enemy's team. Sharpedo only needs to beat 1. Then it trades the remaining 5, and that's a win. To beat that one Pokemon, we go back to the route of Ice and Fire to get the Sharpedo Knight, as Mega Sharpedo is actually quite threatening. We train up our new team, and it is at this moment I would like to have a moment of silence for the hundreds and hundreds of Bidoof, Meowth, and Pidgeys who gave their lives to make this run possible. Now back to the challenge. I would like to introduce our full team of sharks: Tiger, Whale, Hammer, Lone, Pool, and of course, Clementine. Fun fact, Clementine is banned from 14 US states and 2 territories, and all for the same crime. Can you guess what it is? That's right, dodging jury duty. Tisk tisk, Clementine. Their movesets are also worth mentioning. They all have Destiny Bond, which is an egg move, so if we delete Destiny Bond, we cannot relearn it during the Elite Four. They all have Protect, which can be relearned if necessary. We put Ice Fang on everything, which will be important later. The fourth slot is free. It'll be used for Aqua Fang, Crunch, Poison Fang, even Skull Bash at one point. So we again challenge the Elite Four, starting with the Mermaid River Whore of Germany. No, in the original story, Lorelei was falsely accused of that, but whatever. We again go for her Rain team because it lets us ignore her Politoed and work through the actual threats on her team, making her the easiest fight by far. Next is Bruno, who despite barely owning a pair of pants and stinking to high hell, has a damn crownzation. This is like seeing a homeless person with a brand new iPhone. We can easily take out his Infernape lead, but he still has a massive threat. Single Strike Urshifu, who has the Unseen Fist ability, which bypasses Protect to kill us. We can solve this with Focus Sash or Choice Scarf. The rest of the team is free, so that's 2 down. Now we gotta fight Professor Oak's Sloppy Seconds. Sloppy 97ths, actually. Oh, ew, I hate thinking about that. Again, there's only one Pokemon to worry about, Marshadow. It would be easy if Marshadow just went for Drain Punch, but Marshadow wants to use Spectral Thief to steal our speed boost, which would be game over. Unfortunately, we resist Spectral Thief and survive one hit, so instead I use Clementine, who Marshadow seems to consider a big enough threat to go for the kill. The AI could never know this, but if it used 2 Bulk Ups and Shadow Sneak, we'd probably lose, but nope, it wanted to steal our speed boosts. Agatha, there's a lesson about greed here that you are not too old to learn. I fucked your dad. What? I said you're not half bad. Good luck against Lance. Oh, thanks. We meet again, you Dragapult-phobic bastard. What? How could I be Dragapult-phobic? I used a Dragapult against Giovanni. Yet here you are with a Dark type instead. But you're also here with a Dark type. Shut up, just battle. As long as we don't get put to sleep by Dark Holes, Sharpedo has no issues with Iron Juggalos. But of course, we have a new problem. Lance's Dragonite. How fitting. Dragonite has 3 attacks: Earthquake, Dual Wing Beat, and Extreme Speed. It has no reason to go for Earthquake, and Destiny Bond doesn't work with multi-hitting moves or priority moves. This is why we made it a point to put Ice Fang on everything. We didn't know which sharks it was gonna be, but they needed to be capable of beating Dragonite before it sets up, which they do, so Sharpedo has now surpassed Dragapult. We have just one battle remaining. The glory, the pride, the validation for years of playing second fiddle to fucking Huntail and Crawdaunt. It doesn't happen often. But today, Shark eats Dolphin. First, we break Fairhamosa's Focus Sash as it switches to Eternatus, which we take down with Destiny Bond. Next, Miraidon is another easy Destiny Bond, followed by Ditto, who copies Clementine, who then Mega Evolves for an easy KO. Clementine takes Yveltal down with Destiny Bond, but we have a problem. 2 of our remaining sharks have choice items, which leaves me with no good option but to lose 1 shark to Fairhamosa, but that allows us to switch into Lone with Aqua Jet. All that remains is the Mega Metagross, who actually cannot knock us out in a single hit. It'll use Meteor Mash and finish us with Bullet Punch. Lone gets the chip damage to set up our Choice Banded Whale to finish the fight with a super effective Crunch. And just like that, we are the newest champion. Dolphin is so angry he starts huffing pufferfish venom, and Professor Oak shows up to congratulate us and say something I shouldn't repeat. We enter our 6 Sharpedos into the PC, and I couldn't be more proud. Winning with a normal strategy would have been anticlimactic for this run, but it was just bothering me, so I actually went back and tried the Dragapult run again, and I actually managed to win. It was simple, really. We just needed to land 2 Fire Blasts, crit 1 of them, land a Thunder, and never get put to sleep by Dark Hole. It's just that easy. So we actually get to say 2 Pokemon species can beat the Elite Four all alone, and yes, you can beat Pokemon Radical Red without the species clause. This has been an absurd challenge run, and I have not had that much fun in a long time. It's a shame I'll never be able to truly show all the planning that went into each battle, but this was great fun for me, so I hope it's been fun for you too. I'm gonna get back to slimes only now, but I will absolutely return to Pokemon someday. What challenge do you think I should do next? Should I do this in another ROM hack? Should I do this in hardcore mode? Or do you hate me and want to see me do this in New Game Plus with all new Pokemon for every battle? I mean, look at my PC. We expended a lot of amazing Pokemon. Without them, I don't know if we could do this again. Whatever the case, thanks for making it to the end of the video. If you enjoyed, a like and subscription means a lot, and if you didn't enjoy, well, why the hell not? You better comment and tell me. Anyways, take care.